Good afternoon. In just a few minutes, this historic event begins. I'm Ethan Vargas. This is the Capital News Special Eclipse in the Heartland, a moment in history.
This is a Capital News special.
But the sun is rising high in the heavens. Soon the evening will have gone entirely on it.
It's indeed a special events broadcast of a genuine special event. The last total eclipse of the sun over the continent this century.
The last time we saw a total eclipse in the U.S. was back in 1979, but we won't have to wait nearly that long for the next one, which will happen in 2024.
Eclipse in the Heartland, a moment in history. This celestial journey starts right now with Ethan Vargas reporting.
Good morning and welcome once again or good afternoon and welcome once again to Capital News special coverage of the solar eclipse. Well, it's 2:01 or 2:02 p.m. on the East Coast. And welcome to Eclipse in the Heartland, a Capital News special of the awe-inspiring solar eclipse gracing the skies of North America. Over the next few minutes, we'll be taking you to a journey across the path of totality from the raw beauty of Texas to the historic charm of Maine. We got you covered in capturing the excitement and wonder of the celestial phenomenon. Here's the map or the path of totality for the solar eclipse. As you can see, it begins now on Mexico. Again, the path of totality began in Mexico and going now to the United States from Texas to Maine. Whether you're a seasoned astronomy buff or simply curious about the universe, will help you experience the eclipse and its glory. That's a live look now of the solar eclipse in Mazatlan, Mexico. As you can see, the sun is now ultimately covered with the moon. Well, here it is. Alright. Well, the last time America witnessed a solar eclipse was in 2017. That path of totality was stretching from Oregon, I think, to South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. Millions of people have been preparing for weeks, dusting off old telescopes, purchasing special eclipse glasses, and planning travel routes to secure the best viewing spots. The atmosphere is electric with anticipation as the moon takes a cosmic bite out of the sun. To receive latest news or send news updates, use the hashtag Capital News Eclipse on Twitter or Twitter X, Instagram, and Threads. Once again, welcome to Capital News special coverage of the eclipse in the Heartland. as we can see right now, that's the live look at Matzalan, Mexico. We'll just forward it. As you can see, the whole area is now covered with the dark or with darkness as the moon now covers the sun. But what does a solar eclipse really mean? A total solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between Earth and the sun, completely blocking the sun's face. Those within the path of totality, we call that path of totality. Alright, as we can see, that's now covered. Those who are in the path of totality will see the total solar eclipse. People outside the path of totality will still be able to see a partial solar eclipse, where the moon only blocks a part of the sun's space. During a total solar eclipse, the sky will darken as it would at dawn or dusk, and there are several phases for sky gazers to anticipate. The moon doesn't suddenly appear between Earth and the sun. The event begins with a partial eclipse in which it looks like the moon is taking a bite out of the sun, causing the sun to resemble a crescent. Depending on your location, the partial eclipse can last between 70 to 80 minutes according to the NASA. When the moon begins to cross in front of the sun, the star's rays will shine around valleys on moon horizon, creating glowing drops of light around the moon in a phenomenon called Bailey's beads. That's the live look now. As you can see, you're witnessing history at Mazatlan, Mexico. That's the live look there. Right there you have it. It's giving me chills actually to witness this occasion, to witness this momentous event. It's really heartwarming to see. The next solar eclipse won't be visible across the United States again until 2044. 7 years, actually, if we calculate the last solar eclipse the American people witnessed, or the North American witness, was on 2017. That was 9 years ago, or sorry, 7 years ago. Well, and that's it. The next total solar eclipse will be in August 2044, and an annual eclipse won't appear across a part of the world again until 2046. The event will be visible to millions, including 32 million people in the US alone, who live along the route. The moon's shadow will travel during the eclipse, known as the path of totality. As you can see, that's the corona. I think that's what they call the corona of the sun. Those along the very center line of the path will see an eclipse that lasts between 3.5 to 4 minutes according to NASA. I'm reading actually a CNN article about this solar eclipse. Actually, this is really an historic event for that matter. It's really a moment in history, not because of cycle, as we've said, we are not experienced with it. We are it's really I'm speechless really to see this kind of eclipse. Alright, I don't know when was the last time I saw an eclipse, actually, for that matter. Well, I hope you are all watching this solar eclipse. I hope you're watching it with glasses, with the right glasses. Alright, well, don't miss a single celestial second. We'll be right back to this eclipse in the Heartland, a moment in history, a Capital News special. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Capital News continuing coverage of the eclipse in the Heartland, a moment in history. Once again, here's Chief Anchor, Ethan.
And welcome back to Capital News special coverage of the eclipse in the Heartland, a moment in history. It's now 2:13 on the East Coast, and it's really heartwarming to see the solar eclipse. It's really touchy. I think that's what we call, or what we can call, total eclipse. Well, once again, all right. At 1:42 p.m. Eastern or Central Time, that's 2:42 p.m. East Coast, the first moon or the first solar eclipse of the United States will be seen in Dallas. All right, Dallas, Texas. The next will be at 1:52 p.m. Central Time at Little Rock, Arkansas. The next will be at Carbondale, Illinois, 2:01 p.m. Central Time. The next will be on Cleveland, Ohio, 3:15 Eastern Time. The next will be in Buffalo, 3:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Last will be Burlington at 3:27 p.m. Eastern Time, and Caribou, Maine, 3:33 p.m. Eastern Time. Millions of Americans are eagerly waiting the moment of totality where the moon completely blocks the sun, bringing the day into eternal twilight. Astronomers have been waiting for just several years for this celestial event, and Capital News is thrilled to bring live coverage of this historic and momentous event. But first, we have a breaking news a while ago. We have reported this that there are a shooting with multiple victims at Las Vegas. We still don't have informations about it, but um, we have received that news. So we pray for the people affected by that um uh the shooting. I hope all of them are safe. All right.